Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm so happy that you're here today. I was going through the Fast Start series today. I go through it probably about once a quarter because there's always some little nugget in there that I didn't remember last time. And I love the Fast Start series. If you have questions on that, feel free to comment down below and I'll get you a link to it so you can take a gander at it. It's one of the amazing perks of being at eXp Realty. But they talked about LMMAMA, LMMAMA, I've been through this series probably 5 times now, the Fast Start series, I don't know why, but this stood out to me today, and that's what I want to tell you about. Easy conversation outlines to have with sellers and buyers by just using the LMMAMA outline. Super crazy. You're like, dude, that's weird. I know it's weird, but it's super crazy. You're absolutely gonna love it. If you guys don't already know who I am, my name is Josh Barnett. I'm a real estate agent over at eXp Realty. I created this channel to give you guys all my wins and losses so that you can focus on the wins and not go through the same losses that I have over the last 15 years. 600 deals personally and over 1,400 deals that I've done with the team that I work with throughout the nation. That's the United States nation. I don't have any international agents that I work with yet, but one day I will. If you guys want to learn more about eXp Realty, any questions about how you don't have to sell houses till you die and how eXp Realty is obsessed with agent success, feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I'd be happy to chat with you about that. And if you're an agent who's unhappy at the current brokerage you're at, then you absolutely have to reach out to me so I can show you everything that eXp Realty has to solve whatever pain point it is that you have at your other brokerage. Now let's get into LMMAMA. What kind of weird crap are you talking about, Josh? Well, that's what I'm getting ready to tell you. It's so cool. So cool. I love this. I'm absolutely going to start integrating it into my business. Like I said, this is probably the fifth or sixth time that I've been through the Fast Start series, and this one just stood out to me today. This one stood out to me. So whenever you get a buyer or seller call, you want to have a structured conversation with them. I've talked about that in my other videos, how to have buyer conversations, how to have seller conversations. Well, this is just another outline on how to have those conversations. LMMAMA. It's gonna blow you away. You're gonna be like, dude, that's so cool. And I'll be like, I know it's so cool. eXp Realty is just knocking my socks off every day. And when you actually think about that phrase, knocking my socks off, it's not the best phrase that I should actually be saying. I won't be saying that around my children. Weird things you think about as an adult when you got kids, right? Right? Thumbs up if you look at everything different when you're an adult and you have kids. So first thing, L, L stands for location. So with buyers, that's real simple. That's real simple. They're going to call you from an advertisement or marketing piece that you're sending. They're going to reach out to you because they're a referral from a past customer, or they're going to reach out to you from some of your marketing videos that you might have going on. And they're going to be wanting to buy a house somewhere. So the first conversation you have with that buyer is about their location. Hey, I'm so excited you reached out to me today. Let's I'd love to really hone in on your wants, needs, and desires for your new home. Tell me about the location that you're interested in. And then the buyer will just start telling you what they're interested in. Okay, if they've been watching your YouTube channel, you've been doing what Jesse and Jackson and I say to do on your YouTube channel, they're going to have so much information already on the different locations. So it's going to make it real easy for you as a salesman or a saleswoman to already have that location nailed down. Sorry if that's loud. I'm adjusting my mic a little. I flipped the mic around a different way today, and I'm just kind of messing with it to get it where I need it to be. So location, does that make sense? Where do they want to live? Do they have kids in school? Do the schools matter? Do the schools not matter? Schools always matter for resale purposes, but to them at this stage in their life, do the schools matter? You know, do they want to be close if they're an elderly couple? Do they want to be close to their primary care physician or their primary network hospital? Stuff like that. If they're a young couple starting out, does the commute to work matter? You know, what is that location? You can center them in real easy as a buyer on a location, and it's a great conversation to have. You're structuring your conversations to get you the appointment, which is the very last letter on LPMAMA is appointment, but we'll get to that later. So location, does that make sense for the buyer? Thumbs up, thumbs up. That makes sense for the buyer. Seller location, ask them where the house is. It's that simple. Oh, I'm so excited to help you with selling your home. I feel honored that you've reached out to my team and I to help you with that. Tell me a little bit about your home. What's the address? How's the neighborhood? What's the location like, etc., etc. And they're going to give you all that information because they've reached out to you as the expert to help them in selling their home. Okay. Thumbs up on location. Everyone good with location. Hit rewind. Go back. Watch it again. It's not if it's not clicking right away, or just give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. We'll go over it in detail. All right. The second thing you're going to talk about price. Price for buyers. That's real easy. Have you guys had a chance to talk with your lender about what price you need to stay under to keep your monthly payments where you want them to be? Or will this be a cash purchase and there's just a certain amount of money that you want to spend on your new home? That's simple. It's simple. It's that simple. Ah, that's such a great location. I've taken notes down. I can't wait to put your search together. Now tell me a little bit about price. What price do you want to stay under, monthly payment wise, or if it's a cash purchase, the total amount you want to spend on your home. All right? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Thumbs up. Thumbs up if price makes sense. And you're leading them through a structured conversation to give them the service that you want to give them as a real estate agent, as a real estate salesman, as a real estate saleswoman. You're leading them through a structured conversation to help them accomplish their goals. Because that's the reason they called you. They have a pain point, which is they need to buy a house, they need to sell a house. And your goal as a salesman and a saleswoman is help fulfill that need, fulfill that pain point. Okay, so thumbs up on price. Okay, number 3, motivation. Motivation. So I'm so excited to help you with this. I love that location. I totally get it on the price. My wife and I, we've never bought, we bought one luxurious home, but we went ahead and sold it because I couldn't stand the neighbors. People were like, "What, Josh?" Yeah, I could not stand the neighbors. It was go to jail for hurting the neighbor, or it was move. So I moved. Okay, I don't need to go to jail. I've got a family. I got kids I need to provide for. So no reason to go to jail over a neighbor. Just move. And I'm a real estate agent, so it doesn't cost me near as much as it does to the public to sell and buy homes. So motivation. What is your motivation? Like I just talked about, I had to move as a seller. I had to move because my neighbor. I was literally going to go to jail by being the man I was in the military with him if I stayed there any longer. So I just moved, and so that was my motivation. I needed to move because of my neighbor. And then other seller motivations: downsizing. All the kiddos have left the nest. The parents want to downsize so they have less house and they can travel more. Because what is most individuals' largest expense? Nowadays, it's food and gas. Food and gas costs more than people's mortgages, which is absolutely nuts at the time of this video. If you're watching this after this came out, hopefully it's a different economy. But the house is the most expensive monthly bill that they have. So they downsize, get a smaller monthly bill, or just buy a new property outright with all the equity they've gained. And that's their motivation. They just want to downsize. Or their motivation is they're having another baby. They're adding to the family. They're bringing in a niece and nephew, something like that. They need more space. So those are different motivations when it comes to the property on the seller side. On the buyer side, it's the exact same thing, because it's the exact same thing that we talked about. The motivation works for the buyers and the sellers. They want to move to a different school district. They got a different job somewhere else. All these motivations work for sellers and buyers. So you got to find out what that motivation is, and it's going to help you in your sales process when you're helping them through the process on negotiating the house. Because if it's down to like $5,000 over the perfect motivation, the perfect location, but it's only $5,000 off, you got to remind the people, hey, this is the best thing we've seen in this price, and this accomplishes your motivations for this home. So, and that goes for the seller and the buyer. Because $5,000 when you're talking about the sale of a home isn't that much money in the long term. It's not. If it was, people wouldn't agree to buy houses on mortgages, because mortgages make houses cost 2, 3, 4 times more expensive than the actual list price. So $5,000 does not matter in the scheme of things. You just got to help remind them what the purpose is, what their motivation is, and it helps you as a salesman and saleswoman complete the sell for them and accomplish their goals. So thumbs up on motivation. Thumbs up on motivation. Okay. And then these are conversations you're having with people. Usually when a seller calls you, They're calling you to be their agent. They might be interviewing agents, but they could just be saying that too. And as you guys know, like I always talk about all the time, is you don't have any real competition. You are the agent that God created you to be. So when people reach out to you to earn your business, if it's off of one of your marketing pieces, if it's off of a referral from a past customer, a family member, or a friend, or someone you work with, a coworker, or if it's off of your content marketing that we talk about all the time, doing your YouTube channel, people reach out to you because they want to work with you. So even though they might be interviewing other agents, God made you who you are. As long as you know your numbers, as long as you tell them the truth, and as long as you show them your marketing plan, you're gonna be a winner. They're gonna choose you. I think the last statistic that I heard was 67% of the time the people go with the first agent they call. So you already have a giant majority advantage in that when it comes to sellers giving you a call. Buyers. Now, if buyers are reaching out to you on your content marketing, they're reaching out to you because they've already researched people and they've chosen you over them, your team and you over everyone else. So you have a really, really warm referral or a really, really warm customer in that aspect. If it's a referral, you still got to earn the people's business. You still got to be professional. You still got to go through your value add presentation. Like Alex Emoji says, never shortcut the presentation. The presentation that you've developed, that you've honed in over your real estate career. And if you don't have one, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. We can develop you one real easy. It's not that hard. The main thing is to be you, tell the truth, and always talk about the market, because the market is what buyers are up against when you're talking about working with buyers. They're not competing against you. They're not competing against the seller. They're competing against the market. So when you're talking to them, the next part of the conversation is, I'm so happy you called me. I've got your location down. I've got your price down. And we've talked about why you're wanting to move. This is super exciting. I want to be sure that we're working together on a one-on-one basis, my team and I with you. If I start putting all this together and we start working together, I don't want you to all of a sudden be like, well, my aunt's an agent and she's going to help me write an offer. That's not fair to my team. That's not fair to their time. And my job is to make sure that we help you and fulfill our promises with you to the utmost ability so that you're able to accomplish your goals. And if you're going to bring in another agent later on down the line, we just got to make sure that you're not already working with an agent. Does that make sense? And they'll be like, yes, that makes sense. Okay, perfect. So you're not already working with another agent? And they're like, no, perfect. That sounds great. So that's one way to approach it. Another way to approach it is, I'm super excited to put all this together. I can't wait to work together. Before I do that, though, I want to make sure I'm not stepping on anyone's toes. You're not already working with another agent, are you? And you just ask them point blankly, and they'll be like, no, we're not working with another agent. Okay, perfect. I didn't want to step on Aunt Sally's toes. If you have an aunt who's an agent and you're never going to get to go to the family reunion again if you work with my team and I. They're like, no, ha ha ha, no. Or they'll be like, well, we had an agent, but they suck, and we found you on YouTube because we were looking for a good agent and what we should do to find a good agent. And we realized that you're a good agent. We want to work with you and your team. That's what we're here for. That's why we make these videos, to help educate the customers. So you just got to get that out of the way and make sure that you've got a one-on-one relationship. You do not want to put in a bunch of time or have your team put in a bunch of time that you don't have a committed customer to, and then they end up just going and buying a house with someone else. That's not a healthy business relationship. Okay, any questions on agent? Put it down in the comments below. Any questions on agent? Okay, thumbs up, that makes sense. Okay, mortgage. Now you got to get them through the mortgage process. Even the sellers, if they're selling the home to buy another home, they still need to talk to the lender to make sure how much of the equity they're using in the home that they're going to sell to apply to the home they're going to buy. They need to verify with the mortgage company that the payments on the new home, especially with today's interest at the time of this video, are going to fall within their budgets, their debt to income ratio, if they're using a mortgage. I believe it was Graham Stephan said 67% of all Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, which is a horrible, horrible number. So you've got to nail down that mortgage. And even if they're sellers, you still got to talk to them about the mortgage process because they're going to be buying a home with you. So you've got to get that out of the way too. Sellers are amazing because you get to help them sell a home and you get to help them buy a home. They're amazing. They're fruitful business. They're blessings from God. They're manna. They're literally manna when God's giving you a seller, and for you and your team. So you still got to talk to the seller about the mortgage. And then, of course, you got to talk to buyers about the mortgage. hey guys, with interest rates like they are right now, I'm going to have XYZ person at XYZ company give you a call and go over financing with you, because with mortgage rates like they are right now and down payment requirements always being different for different types of loans, I want to make sure that you've got the best loan and the best payment that fits what you want to succeed in your real estate goals. What's the best time for me to have them give you a call? And then you get them to tell you to give you a time, and then you make sure the lender or someone from the lender's office gives them a call and goes over that. And you can also say too, hey guys, you don't have to go with them, but you definitely need to, we definitely need to know what we need to look for as far as sales price, and I want to make sure your payments are affordable for you. I do not want you to be calling me in a year or two saying your house broke and you need to sell your house, because it's very expensive to sell houses. I want you to be 100% comfortable with the payment, with the interest rate, with the taxes, everything, because we know that insurance and taxes always goes up. So you got to be comfortable with that payment. Does that make sense? And they're like, yeah, that makes sense. Perfect. What's the best time for me to have them give you a call? Then they'll tell you, okay? You got to get the mortgage person to call the customer. Don't wait for the customer to call the mortgage person. You could even three-way call them. You could say, okay, wait on the line. I'm going to call them right now, and then I'm going to connect you guys, and then I'll get off the line so you guys can discuss your personal finances. You can do that. Connect them, okay? Makes sense on mortgage? Makes sense. LPMAMA. LPMAMA. Location, price, motivation, agent, mortgage. Next one. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I named this wrong. Hold on a second. Let me fix this real quick. Delete 6. Okay, and 6. Setting the appointment. Now with the buyer, that appointment could be scheduling with the mortgage person to get them in contact with them, and it could also be setting the appointment to go see homes that fit their criteria. Hey guys, do you think you could fit in 2 houses tomorrow on your lunch break to look at how to? Do you think you could fit 2 houses in tomorrow on your lunch break so we could go look at them if there's any that are available when I set the search up for you? They'd be like, oh my gosh, yes, that'd be crazy. Or they'd be like, well, let's do it when we get off work. Perfect. Do you get off work around 4 or 5 o'clock? What's the best time? Yeah, we work out at the Air Force Base. We get off at 3:30, so 4 o'clock would be perfect. Guys, I am so excited. I'm going to get one of my team members lined out so they can show you any houses that pop up on your search at 4 o'clock tomorrow. I'm going to set that search up as soon as we get off the phone. I'm going to make sure the lender gives you a call. I'm going to send them an email right now. I'm going to CC you on that email to have them give you a call at the time that you want. And then tomorrow at 4 o'clock, one of my team members are going to be looking at the house with you, and I cannot wait. I'm super excited. What other questions do you have for me at this point? They're going to say none, because they're overwhelmed, and you've already taken care of a lot of stuff, because you just put together a kick butt presentation, and you took care of everything. You lined them all out. That's the whole purpose of LPMAMA. It lines them all out. So that makes sense on the buyer side. That makes sense. Thumbs up on the buyer side. Okay, on the seller side, setting the appointment. Okay, guys. Okay, sir. I really appreciate all this information on your home. I'm super excited to help you accomplish whatever their motivation was. I'm going to get with the market right now to make sure it's giving you the correct price for your home, and then I cannot wait to put that together. A lot of times when people are ready to go, they're ready to go. With having the photo shoot done Thursday at 4 p.m. be acceptable, or Thursday at 3:30 be acceptable, and they'll be like, oh, we're not ready to do the photo shoot yet. Okay, perfect. Well, I'm going to research the house. I'm going to email this packet over to you on what I find about the market value, and at that time, I'm going to give you a call so we can set up a time next week for the photo shoot. That way you have over the weekend to get the house all clean. Does that sound great? Like, yeah, that sounds great. So while I'm working on this, you check your schedule. When I give you a call back, let me know what day is best for the photo shoot next week. Perfect, Josh. That sounds amazing. I'm so excited to earn your business. I'm very happy for this and honored for this opportunity. And we'll talk as soon as I send out that email. All right, perfect. Okay, it's that easy, guys. LPMAMA. I'm so happy. This is like the 5th or 6th time that I've watched the Fast Start series. And every time I get a nugget out of it. It's another amazing reason that eXp Realty is just killing it. Why it's the fastest growing real estate brokerage ever. And it's not just a brokerage, guys. It's a real estate company that gives agents healthcare, gives agents more than one non-selling brokers. It's a real estate company that gives people the Fast Start series. I've been in the business 15 years. I've done over 600 deals personally, and I've been a part of over 1,400 deals with my team internationally. not internationally, nationally, and I'm still getting nuggets from the very basic training, the very basic training that XP Realty offers. It's absolutely mind blowing, guys. If you have any questions, if you're ready to make that move over to a real estate brokerage that's going to give you ownership opportunities, that's going to give you revenue share for introducing other agents to the most amazing real estate brokerage ever, all you got to do is point out how amazing it is and give you commission split that's only 80/20 up to $16,000 cap. I mean, come on, seriously. If you've got questions on it, you guys absolutely have to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I'd love to chat with you about everything XP Realty has to offer. I hope you enjoyed today's video on LPMAMA and how awesome it is to walk buyers and sellers through the initial conversation and help them accomplish their goals, which helps you accomplish your goals as a salesman and a saleswoman, which is getting a commission check to feed your family. There's nothing wrong with getting a commission check. That's why you're in sales. That's why you enjoy helping people. If you didn't get paid to do what you do, you wouldn't do it. Earn that commission check. Be proud that you're in commission sales. It's one of the hardest jobs there is, but eXp Realty, Fast Start Series, and things like LPMAMA make it easy. All right, guys. If you enjoyed today's content, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Share it with other agents that you work with so they can get some value out of this video too. Consider subscribing to the channel. I try to drop more than one video a week. Some weeks I only drop one video. It just depends on what I'm doing with my family at that time and how much business is going down at the office. All right, guys. I'll see you at the next video.